miniseries Shades of Blue, Jennifer Lopez will be here.
Yes, and from the new series Trial and Error, John Lithgow will be here, and then your co-host.
Yes, from The Walking Dead, our good friend Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
It's Negan!
JDM!
Negan, he's gonna beat everyone with a baseball bat.
I love him so much. How can a man that used to scare me so much, now he doesn't scare me at all?
He's such a sweet guy. He's so opposite. He's so opposite Negan.
He's the nicest person.
He is. But there's another nicest person
I know.
over
We should
here
bring
in the
him
wings.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a New York Times best-selling author, an award-winning actor, a screenwriter, a director, and a producer. Please welcome the man who truly does it all, Bryan Cranston.
I got waylaid.
Hi. That was nice. Yeah. Get it. I mean, I could have watched that for 5 hours.
It's the traditional St. Patrick's Day dance.
Yes.
Actually,
Hey,
that's what
happy
we do.
St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day to you, too.
Thank you.
I am Irish.
Are you 100% Irish?
Not 100%. I don't know that any Irishman is really 100%.
Yeah.
I'm about 50 proof, I guess.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So what will you do today to celebrate?
I will celebrate by the traditional nap about 3 in the afternoon.
Yep.
Yes. No, corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, of course.
Love that.
Yeah, it's the best.
But you just had your birthday, so this has been like this is a celebratory
Extended.
week for you.
I take the whole month.
You take the entire
I take
month
the
of
entire
March.
month.
Yeah.
Month birthday, yes. I turned 61.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
You look really good. Are you doing...
You sound really surprised.
No, I know. I'm just surprised that you
Really?
are 61. I would say that you're at least 10 years younger than that.
You got moves, son. You got moves.
Can I just do this now for a little bit?
Yes, it's so adorable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
You need to write another book about your beauty secrets and your youth rituals.
You know what I have been doing, though? I have been fasting a couple days a week now.
They say that is a really good
It's supposed to be the best thing for you.
So what days do you fast?
Any 2 days during the week. It could be, you know, and I pick days that I'm really busy.
Yeah.
So that you go through the day and you drink a lot of water and you're flushing out your system. It's really...
And then do you pig out on the other days?
No.
Or you just eat like a normal person?
No, because your stomach sort of shrinks and then you feel good. You feel lighter and cleaner and your face is clearer. And so you just kind of want to take care of yourself a little better. Right? So I do that.
You're doing is working, girl.
Yeah.
I
think Jimmy Kimmel does that, right?
Jimmy Kimmel does it too,
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, Cranston has played so many iconic characters, but Hal, I think, was probably the first really big character where people go, oh my God, that guy is amazing. He's hilarious. Malcolm in the Middle was a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
Is it true that there was a thing where the writers had a thing that was like, what won't Bryan Cranston do?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard they were talking about what sort of situations can we put him in, and to what point will he say, no, I can't, I'm not going to do that.
So what point was that?
They haven't reached it yet.
They haven't reached it. They're still looking.
It was crazy. I was strapped to a bus driving down a street. I was completely covered in blue paint one time. I mean, from head to toe completely, with the exception of a modesty patch.
Sure.
Oh,
because I am modest.
You got to wear a modesty patch.
I got to wear a modesty, and then everything else was, and I was covered in bees one time.
No kidding. Oh, we have a photo of that. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Are those real bees or are those Hollywood?
Like,
did you get a count?
Like 75,000 honeybees.
Did you get stung?
I did get stung. Of course, you know what I discovered is that when you're wearing bees, as I was, getting stung it shouldn't be a surprise to you. It should never be, what the heck was that?
And you don't want to flail. You don't want to start flailing.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're in trouble because bees, anatomically, when you touch them, their stinger comes up.
Yeah.
So yes, in taking the bees, well, I was standing there with all these bees on, and my action was to turn around.
Yeah.
And a bee apparently went down into my pants and into my
right in the bees.
Right in the bees.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
you got stung in the nest?
I got stung there. And it was one of those, it felt I was going to say it felt like a little prick. But,
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't say that. Hey.
Yeah.
And
That's right. Hide the children, everybody. Hide the children.
And it was, I thought, oh, I got stung, because the beekeeper said, tell me when you get stung.
Yeah.
And he's ready to clip it out, and and I go, I got stung. And he goes, where? And I went, in the boys.
Yeah.
And he goes, sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
Are
you allergic? Was there swelling?
Wasn't.
Describe in detail.
That's rather personal, Chris. No, I am not allergic to bees. I love bees.
But once you get stung, let's say in the nether region, in the private, I would think your instinct would be to flail, because I would think that would hurt there.
What I discovered is that a bee sting pain is largely, I would say 85% of a bee sting pain is the surprise. What is that type of thing, right? And if you're wearing them, I got to, it was like, I think, my reaction was, oh, I think I just got stung. Because there's just a little bit of a, it's like, oh, you get your blood taken, or you prick your finger to test your blood. That's what it felt like. It's just like, oh, okay.
Well, we have that bee here with the child she claims
my
is the father of. Let's bring her out.
Hey, I was single then.
Hey, you're going to take the polygraph, and then we're going to see.
Yeah.
All right.
We have to take a commercial break, but what's going to happen when we come back?
Well, we're going to find out what costume Bryan wore to a wedding ceremony when we come right back. He's been to several. You played a lot of different roles, but before you had a tremendous amount of success, you worked a lot of odd jobs.
Yeah.
And apparently you were a minister. You were an ordained minister.
I was an ordained minister of the Universal Life Church.
Oh my
That is
gosh.
correct. Bless you.
So is my husband.
Yes.
Yes.
Has he married people?
He has. He married Howard and Beth Stern.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, now that you mention that.
Yeah.
And I did the same. And it was crazy. It's for people who are a little avant-garde and, want a different, shake it up a little bit, not the traditional wedding.
Yeah.
And one was, my first one was in an airplane, a six-seater airplane over the Hollywood sign.
Oh, cool.
Very first one, I'm 19 years old. And I've got hair down to my shoulders, and I'm wearing shorts and a flowered shirt. That was crazy. And I was nervous, and I'm sitting up there with the pilot, and the bride and groom are behind me. And the twin-engine prop is so loud, I have to go, do you, Kelly and Chris, take each other?
What?
Do you take Kelly to be your long-wedded wife?
Hear you.
To have it.
I'm nauseous. I'm going to throw up. Where's the vomit
And
bag?
the two getting married are so cute, and they're leaning forward trying to hear me, and I'm screaming, you may now kiss the bride! What? Just kiss her!
Since you became famous, has anyone ever come up to you and go, you married us
I
that one
wondered
time?
if there would be a time.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we should reach out. If Bryan Cranston married you,
Let us know.
write to us, and then we'll do a vow renewal.
We can do a renewal on this show.
Yes,
Oh, it's perfect.
that would be amazing.
Do you ever have to do any themed weddings and people say, let's all dress up like lobsters?
Well, yeah, they're theme weddings. So I did one as Elvis.
Nice.
One time I was you only get married once in a while. Oh, yeah. Just crazy stuff. There was they wanted a costume wedding, and I'm like, costume wedding?
Right.
Can you bring a costume wedding? And I was poor. I didn't have a lot of money.
Right.
So I brought out a costume that someone had made me for Halloween one time, and I kept it, and it's kind of a homemade bunny outfit. It's like I wear, that's me in the middle. If you look closely, I have buck teeth, and it's like this, the Reverend.
It's like a scene from Breaking Bad. Are you sure this is Breaking Bad?
Well, you see the groom is without a shirt.
Yeah, what's he wearing?
And the bride is in. The bride looks normal.
I got to be honest, the bride did not seem, I don't think this marriage lasted. I have a prediction.
It seems like only the groom and his best man dressed in costume. And the bride and her bridesmaids are like, what's happening?
What are we doing? Nobody told us.
What's going on right now?
This is not going to work.
This is not going to work out. But if you are the people in that photo, let us know.
Let us know how it worked out.
To renew
Will they really do it?
I mean,
they're right here on the show.
Obviously, Breaking Bad, I think, and I'm not just slobbering on you because you're here. It's literally the greatest show in the history of television.
Thank you.
I know how to make crystal meth.
Perfect series. Perfect 5-season arc. It was incredible. I know people have been asking you this, but is there any plans for Walter White to come back for Better Call Saul?
Are we about to go to commercial? Is that what?
No.
I don't know.
What?
I don't. There might be plans, but I'm not a part of that. So if Vince Gilligan, who created the show, came to me and said, "Would you come on the show?" Of course I would.
Well, I know Vince Gilligan. I know.
He was on your show.
He was on our show. Yeah. We did the after show for Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's right.
Brian, I think you should just come be on every episode of Better Call Saul.
You guys, that's a really remarkable imitation that you've both mastered.
Of Vince
Vince?
Gilligan?
Yeah.
He's a sweet Southern gentleman. He has a sweet kind of lilt to his Virginia accent. I don't know.
You just went into Bill Clinton territory.
No, that's Arkansas.
I'm just saying, you just sort of for a second. Because when I did Cher once to Cher, and she said, "Are you doing Bill Clinton?" And I said, "Yes."
Wait a minute. Do you believe in life after love? After love, after love, after love. We come back, we're going to find out about the Power Rangers movie, which I saw when we return. Live with Kelly. Saban's Power Rangers. So this is...
That's so cool.
It's really cool.
You play like the face in the pin game.
I'm Zordon.
Yes.
In the wall.
That's amazing.
Disembodied voice.
Ah, it's so good.
But they did a really good job.
Yeah, but they used your face.
They did use my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a very interesting shooting. It was a motion caption, so I had to put my chin on a little peg and not move it off so that it would always be in focus. And I was just looking at little X's, little tape marks for the guys, because I shot this. I haven't met these kids.
What?
I've never met them. I didn't work with them. It's in my contract. I don't work with kids or dogs.
When you go to the screening, you'll meet them. Probably.
I will meet them at some point, I would imagine. Yeah. At some point, but they did a terrific job.
Yeah.
They really did.
Yeah, the movie was really fun. I watched Power Rangers when it was on.
Yeah.
Go, Bryan Cranston. But they did a really good job of updating all that, because it was kitschy, you know, like the original Power Rangers was kitschy.
Well, I was in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was when I first started out.
Who did you play?
Well,
okay.
No, I don't. To be honest, I don't know the names of the characters I played.
Right.
But I would do the voices when they first came over. They brought the series over from Japan.
Yeah.
And they wanted to Americanize it. And so they created, they got these kids to do the voices, and I was already 23 years old. So I would do the characters like the monsters and things like, "You will not defeat me. I will destroy you." You know, and all that stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
by the way,
I think we have a clip of that if you want to see it in action.
You do? Chris mirrors on the ground. Smash the Rangers to the ground.
I mean, that's
Are you impressed now?
I'm really impressed. I like the first, like the scary lizard snake thing. Wait, we got to do it. We have to do it.
Oh yes.
We have to.
They did it was Zordon with like pin art.
This is the most exciting thing ever.
Right. So.
Okay, let's check it out.
Oh, this really hurts. That just hurt my face.
Did I do it? Did it happen?
I don't know. I have a dumb... I didn't do it right.
I mean, this is so much harder than it looks.
All right.
Anyone watching like this right now is wondering what they just tuned into. I can't do that.
Yes.
You did it.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
that.
you got your full face.
Oh, you did it. You did a nice job.
I think I only have nose and a mouth.
Well,
Yours looks good. Oh, I just broke mine.
Anyway, Brian, we love you here.
Thanks.
I don't know why I'm trying to make the mouth move.
Power Rangers is in theater next Friday, March 24th. See Bryan Cranston. Elizabeth Banks plays Rita Repulsa. The movie's great. Go see it if you watch the series, and even if you hadn't, you should go see it. Next up, Chad Michael Murray. We'll see you in a few minutes. Fans know our next guest from his work in Gilmore Girls, Freaky Friday, and One Tree Hill. Now he stars in the new series Sun Records. Please welcome Chad Michael Murray. I'll protect you. Chris. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you again. How are you?
thank you for having me.
I had to protect you. That Michael Murray was almost murdered by a pack of young girls getting to the
That was an
stage.
exciting morning. I'm up. I'm ready.
He was almost loved to death.
I love it.
Hey, you're from Buffalo. So
Born and raised.
you know, yesterday we had Jessica Lange on the show, and she's from Minnesota, and she said that this is not a snowstorm at all. This doesn't qualify as even snow. So Buffalo, they get a lot of snow, right?
Yeah, that's my childhood. I was so excited to come out here because I heard about the 12 to 18 that didn't show up.
Right.
But where do you guys put it?
Where do we put it?
Yeah, you get 12 to 18 inches of snow. I just don't know where you put it. Buffalo, we can...
We
Don't they
leave
just
it right
scoop it up
there
on
in
the?
middle
They
of-
just they just
Well,
put
Put it right on the curbs?
It
Yeah,
seems like they
yeah.
just leave it right where it is nowadays.
It covers up some of the trash cans.
I gotta say, I do like the green.
Hey, thanks.
St. Patty's Day. Happy
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day, everyone.
And to you as well.
Buffalo, I read, got rated the #1 place to celebrate St. Patty's Day.
Is that true?
I'm Irish myself, and so is most everyone from Buffalo. Irish and Polish, but yeah.
No
What are you gonna
kidding.
do? What are you gonna do for
Yeah,
the
so
holiday?
how will you celebrate?
Change a few diapers.
Right, you have a new baby.
I do.
You do. A little boy or a little girl?
Little girl.
Oh,
Little girl.
Oh, look at that.
Are you sleeping at all? How are you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
What was the question?
You know,
I just nodded off.
we have a 22-month-old
Yeah.
boy,
Wow.
and now we have, a few-day-old girl. And it's I'm so blessed, man. We just divvied the responsibilities. I turns out I can't breastfeed.
Yeah.
So she has to take that responsibility.
You know what? I'm glad you figured that out early.
I think
It was weird.
you don't want it bad enough. You just got to keep trying. You got to do it, bro. You just got to keep at it. You got to want it.
So it's just one of those things where now I'm just taking on 100% of the boy's responsibilities. Our boy, I mean, he's very much a daddy's boy, and then she's taking care of our daughter right now at the moment. And,
You'll see that will switch. Like that will.
That's what I'm hearing.
It will really switch.
It's the greatest thing in the world.
Does your
though,
son
so-
understand what's happening? How did you explain that?
Because he's so young still.
He's getting used to it. I mean, he jumps in bed now in the morning and he goes, baby, baby, and he smiles, and that means it's okay. She could stick around for a little while.
Good. Good.
That's nice.
But he's just not allowed to throw those blocks anymore in the house.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good idea. Listen, we have to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about you playing a music legend. More with Chad Michael Murray.
So this is a very big thing. I'm from Memphis. You shot this in Memphis. Sam, you play legendary record producer Sam Phillips of Sun Records. So what can you tell us about him?
He worked with all the big legends, right?
He was so ahead of his time. He was a journeyman. He was a pioneer. He started the first all-women's radio station, WHER. The man didn't see color. He was just ahead of everything. He recorded anything, anywhere, anytime. And he brought rock and roll to the forefront. He's the father of rock and roll. He found Elvis, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis.
And by the way, that was really scandalous at the time, right? Rock and roll was considered scandalous
It was,
music.
yeah.
Elvis is shaken, and the older folks didn't like it.
I know. When you see it now, you're like, what's so bad?
Right? I know, so our show's kind of tame for that, but there is some nudity tonight, so my apologies in advance.
There you go.
On your part?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Sam was an incredible man, and it couldn't have been done anywhere else but Memphis, by the way.
Yeah, Memphis is a wonderful
That's
town.
your hometown.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
in love with
beautiful
it. It's still 1950 in Memphis.
Yeah.
And
A lot of it hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed. You go outside of, the Orpheum Theater, or you go down Beale Street and you go inside these beautiful restaurants, and it's such an incredible landscape to shoot a show like this. So it's been an honor and a pleasure.
How does a boy from Buffalo get down there and play that southern drawl?
Oh, man, that's a lot of work, I'll tell you. It was... We, happen to live in the modern technology, so I got to sit back and watch a lot of Sam's old tapes when he was getting older and listen to his young recordings when he was with Jerry Lee Lewis in the studio back in the day, and they had this great conversation. I got the devil in me, boy! And they're arguing back and forth, and I really felt that this man had such a booming voice.
Yeah.
And that must have been a huge part of what would make, Elvis and Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee huge personas, right?
Right.
he had the ears of them. He could coach them and train them and get them where they needed to be, and it all started with his voice. So
It's sort
a lot of
like
work.
The cast you're working with now, right? You're working with a lot of up and coming actors. Are you advising them? Are you? Because you're like, I can't believe I'm about to say this. You're like the elder statesman of the show. Right? I mean, welcome to the club.
They're dating me, huh?
Yeah, but I mean,
we're moving on. We're getting up there. Yeah, 17 years, almost 18 years I've been doing this, and so, you know, our Elvis is 17 himself. So he was just born when I started in this industry.
Wow.
They're young professionals, and the only thing that you can really do is lead by example, you know. And I'm a blue-collar guy from Buffalo, so it's, you know, show up early, check out late, do everything to the best of your ability, and don't make any decisions above your pay grade that are not asked of you.
Right.
Don't step on toes.
Smart. Smart.
You know, but they're so talented. I mean, God, if I had that much talent and that much wisdom that they do at 17, 19, 21, I mean, God, I couldn't string 2 words together when I was 21.
Well, Sun Records is on Thursdays at 10 p.m. on CMT. Chad Michael Murray is also an incredibly nice guy. We've hung out before. He's a really sweet guy. So just know that the guy you worship is lovable in real life. We'll be right back.
Series Shades of Blue, Jennifer Lopez will be here.
Yes, and from the new series Trial and Error, John Lithgow will be here, and then your co-host.
Yes, from The Walking Dead, our good friend Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
It's Negan!
JDM.
Negan, he's going to beat everyone with a baseball bat.
I love him so much. How can a man that used to scare me so much, now he doesn't scare me at all?
He's such a sweet guy.
He's
so
nicest-
opposite. He's so opposite
He's
Negan.
the nicest
He is.
person.
But there's another nicest person
Oh, I know.
over
We should
here
bring
in the
him
wings.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a New York Times best-selling author, an award-winning actor, a screenwriter, a director, and a producer. Please welcome the man who truly does it all, Bryan Cranston.
I got waylaid.
Hi. That was nice. Yeah. Get it. I mean, I could have watched that for 5 hours.
It's the traditional St. Patrick's Day dance.
Yes.
Actually,
Hey,
that's what we
happy
do.
St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day
Thank
to you,
very
too.
much. Thank
I am Irish.
you. Are you 100% Irish?
Not 100%. I don't know that any Irishman is really 100%.
Yeah.
I'm about 50 proof, I guess.
Good for you. So what will you do today to celebrate?
I will celebrate by the traditional nap about 3 in the afternoon.
Yep.
Yes. No, corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, of course.
Love that.
Yes, the best.
But you just had your birthday, so this has been like this is a celebratory
Extended.
week for you.
I take the whole month.
You take the entire
I take
month
the
of
entire
March.
month.
Yeah.
Month birthday, yes. I turned 61.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
You look really good. Are you doing...
You sound really surprised.
No, I'm just...